46.5 billion light-years. That is the radius of the observable universe. It is not a distance we can travel. It is a hard limit, a wall of time and light beyond which nothing can ever reach us. And if you think that is a safe boundary, you are wrong. To understand the edge, we have to look at the light. The James Webb Space Telescope is currently capturing photons that have been traveling for over 13 billion years. We are looking at the infant universe, a time when the first stars ignited in a sea of primordial gas. But there is a discrepancy in the data. The Planck mission of 2013 mapped the cosmic microwave background with unprecedented precision. It found a region, the cold spot, that is far larger and colder than any known physical process can explain. Remember that measurement. We will come back to it because it is the first crack in the wall. If the universe is truly isotropic, meaning it looks the same in every direction, the cold spot should not exist. Its presence suggests that something happened at the edge of our horizon, something that left a bruise on the fabric of space-time itself. Hold on. Think about the scale. If a single spot in the sky can be billions of light-years across, what does that say about the thing that created it? Current models of inflation suggest the universe expanded exponentially in its first fraction of a second. But the cold spot implies a collision between our bubble of space and another. This means the edge we see is not the end of everything. It is just the skin of our own reality. The reason this matters is not that there are other universes. It is that we are losing the ability to see them. Because of dark energy, the edge of the observable universe is shrinking relative to the total universe. We are being walled in by a growing horizon of nothingness. The part most people miss is the math of the Hubble constant. As space expands, distant galaxies move away from us. When they cross a certain threshold, they move faster than light. Not through space, but because the space between us is growing. By the end, you will see why this makes our existence a temporary fluke. According to the standard lambda-CDM model, this expansion is accelerating. In 10 trillion years, every galaxy outside our local group will have crossed the cosmic horizon. The sky will turn black. Future astronomers will look up and see nothing but their own stars. They will believe they are the only things in existence. This is where the physics gets cold. We are currently living in the only epoch of the universe where the edge is still visible. We are seeing the ghosts of the beginning because we happen to exist in a narrow window of time. But that window is closing. And the next measurement is the one no one wanted to publish. If we calculate the mass energy density of the observable sphere, we find a terrifying imbalance. The universe is not flat. It has a slight curvature. A curvature that suggests the edge is not a line, but a loop. And what they found changed everything. The data from the Planck satellite suggests that the universe may be finite but unbounded. Imagine a sphere. You can walk forever and never hit a wall, yet the total area is limited. This means that if you traveled 46 billion light-years in one direction, you wouldn't hit a wall of fire. You would simply arrive back where you started. But you would be arriving in a version of home that has already died. Remember when I mentioned the cold spot? The loop theory explains it. That spot is the point of contact where our universe's curvature touched another. It is a scar from a collision that happened before time had a name. The edge is not a boundary. It is a seam. But the seam is leaking. Vacuum decay is a theoretical possibility where a lower energy state of the universe bubbles up and expands at the speed of light. If a bubble of true vacuum formed at the edge, it would incinerate everything in its path. You wouldn't see it coming. You would simply cease to exist in a Planck second. Now return to the number. 46.5 billion light years. We used to think this was the limit of our knowledge. But the climax of the data reveals that the total universe is likely at least 250 times larger than the part we can see. We are blind to 99.9% of reality. What no one expected was the implication of the curvature. If the universe is a closed loop, then the edge is a mirror. We are not looking out into a void. We are looking at the back of our own heads, across a distance so vast that the light has spent 13 billion years just to return to us. We return to the human scale. Right now, as you breathe, the edge of your observable universe is expanding. Thousands of galaxies are slipping past the horizon every second, disappearing forever. They are not gone. They are just beyond the reach of light. We are drifting into a cosmic solitude. The edge will continue to recede for trillions of years. None of it aware. None of it hostile. Just physics. If you had to guess, do you think the universe is a single closed loop or one of many colliding bubbles? Drop a 1 or a 2. Subscribe to Cosmic Dread. We find the things in the universe that the scale alone should have hidden. The actual answer is in next Friday's video.